We're joined now by NBC's Todd, moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Let's talk first about infrastructure. As we know, after weeks of negotiations, President Joe Biden and a bipartisan group of senators reached a deal on infrastructure spending. How historic is this to have lawmakers on both sides working to get this done?
Well, look, if you asked me 24 hours ago, I'd say, boy, this is pretty impressive. This is exactly sort of the optimistic view that candidate Joe Biden had of how he could function in a very polarized and divided Washington. But this deal's not done yet, right? It's a lot of work. Look, the good news is in a standalone environment, you can see there is a working group of what I'd call a governing center in the Senate. And I think a lot of senators wanted to approve this, including Senator Bill Cassidy, who's going to be on the show Sunday. They wanted to prove that, hey, look, this town may be really polarized, the country may be polarized, but in between, say, the 35-yard lines are about 25 senators from both sides of the aisle who can work some stuff out. And it appears they did. Now, party politics could still derail this thing. But if this can go forward, I mean, you know, we're sitting here talking about when they announced this deal, well, we didn't get everything we wanted. This is still a massive bill. OK, if nothing else gets done, this is in many ways would be one of the biggest bills President Biden, any president, has signed on a spending side of things this century. So if this gets done, it will be historic because we haven't had investments like this in our infrastructure in a generation or more. And, you know, look, you travel the interstates, particularly in the South these days, and we know down where you are in New Orleans, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. And you mentioned Senator Cassidy, Chuck. He's been at the forefront of this bipartisan effort. Senator Bill Cassidy, he actually said he hopes Louisiana would get plenty of money to fix our potholes, clean up these roads, fix our bridges. He even said, quote, a bridge is coming near you. So with that being said, how confident is Senator Cassidy that this could actually happen?
Well, I'm very curious what he's going to say on Sunday, because I think he was very optimistic on Thursday. And I think look, there is certainly some a concern among some Republicans. They did not like hearing President Biden say he wouldn't sign this bipartisan deal if he didn't get a Democrats only bill on his desk at the same time. I think that some of these Republicans feel as if, hey, it's already hard for us to break with the party to do this deal with you. Now you're saying we have to pass this bill and help you pass this even bigger spending bill that many of us don't support. That's tough politics for us, right? That I think is where many of these Republicans are coming from. Now, look, Democrats had made no secret that they were going to do whatever they could in a bipartisan way and then see what they could do here. I do think Republicans like Senator Cassidy were comfortable with it being a two-step process. Step one, this deal. Step two, good luck going it alone. I think some progressives have said, no, link the two together, or they fear they're never going to get what they want to do going it alone. So we've got a lot of the sausage making part of Congress that people usually don't like to watch to get done this summer before we can start celebrating whether any of this money's coming to Louisiana or not.
And you can catch part 2 of my conversation with NBC's Todd tonight on WDSU News at 10. And remember, you can catch Meet the Press every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock right here on WDSU.